All right. Would you like to know more about this chainmail that I have made? I would. Let's start out with some 4-in-1. I've done a little research myself. Good. So, I'd really like to learn how it would actually, be assembled and the other fun things that go along with it. I'm guessing you had quite a bit of fun. Well, that's good because 4-in-1 is the most common kind of chainmail that you want to start out with. It's a good beginner's weave. This here is using larger rings, and you can get a larger product done faster with that. If you want to get into more advanced stuff, one of your options is DragonScale, which uses a lot more rings, so is a little bit stiffer, and is a lot thicker. And it looks really neat. All right. So you're saying basically DragonScale would probably have more protection in medieval times versus obviously LARPing is not going to matter so much, but it looks cooler. Yeah. And obviously it probably did. It's more impressive. More impressive. Yeah. That you took a lot longer to do. Yeah. The same amount of work. And once you learn 4-in-1, you can do something called box chain, which is basically the same as this, only you're attaching it to itself after 3 rows, so it attaches in on it itself. It's like a mini sleeve almost. Would that work good for like an XP band? I believe that would be a very good use for this kind of weave. Keldor, you think you could probably maybe show us a little 4-in-1 just so we can maybe show viewers how it's all done and maybe even show me how it's all done? Sure, I'd be happy to. When you're starting out with 4-in-1, it's the easiest way to go is you take some rings and you close them up, and take other rings and you open them up. When you get them, if you buy them from a store that sells rings for chainmail, they're usually, they're not quite closed and they're not quite open. So some of them you have to open, some of them you have to close. Okay, so you start out and you take 4 rings and you put them on 1 ring. And then you close it. And you lay it down so that some of the rings the middle ring is pointed one way, and the other 2 lay on top of each other pointing the other way. Once you got this, you can start adding on whichever way you want. You can build it out to the side or out to the top. So what I usually do is I build out to the side a little bit first. So then I would, when you put the opened ring on, it goes through both of them, like this. And then I usually save time, I throw 2 more rings on. And then I close it. Okay? And then once you're done, every step you have to kind of play with it to get it to lay right again. See now you got 1 ring, 2 rings. This ring here has 4 rings in it. This ring has 4 rings in it. Now to build off the other way, it's the same kind of thing. So I would go through here. So you see this ring would be the same as this one. And then I would throw 2 more on there. And then close it off. And it gets all jumbled up. So you have to lay it out real nice again. Sometimes it gets really jumbled up and you might want to throw it against the wall, but just be a little patient because you can get it back. See? There you go.
Now to finish this off, you only need one more closed ring right there. And then you need to take another of these rings. Here's where it gets kind of tricky. You have to make sure it goes through the correct way. See how this one here, they come around here, and here it has to go under. So it has to go under this part of here and up through this one. So the way this thing is bent, it's going to look weird until I put it together. It's a lot of hoping you did it right and then putting it together and then making it go back.
So you're really adding two close to every open one that you're adding.
When you're adding, because the one that's holding them is usually it's going to be attached to two other rings. So it has to add up to 4. Let's see if it adds up to 4. Let's count them. Yep. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. Another one. So then this one, make sure it goes up to here. Oh, it has to come up. There you go. Push this together like that. I have to come up between both of them. This basic pattern is how you just keep building off of it, and then you can make anything you want. This here started this wide, and it just kept growing. And it just keeps growing until it's the size that you need.
This here is the basic concept for giving us how to do chainmail. Hope you liked what you've seen. I'm definitely trying to make some scale mail. And thanks, Keldor, for giving us a little bit of a introduction to this, and hopefully everybody tries this at least once in their lifetime. Even if it's making themselves a bracelet or whatever they want to make. It definitely looks like it's a way to absorb some of your free time and idle time. Some of us have more than others. And maybe you can even make some money. I'm sure this is going to fall in the jewelry category. And I mean, I can guarantee that, you know, obviously you can get this stuff anodized in many colors, so it would be cool, you know, to have different color links in there and whatever else for jewelry. And I've seen some pretty cool chainmail necklaces for females, and what have you. So it's definitely not just a male kind of thing here. So you can make some decent money, I'm sure. And thanks for watching.